We're officially 3 days away from the introduction of trading in my restaurant. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and be taking a look at images as well as information that was shared by the developers. So let's waste no more time and get right into all of that. So as I'm sure many of you already know by now, unfortunately, the global market has been removed from the game. We've known this now for give or take going on 2 weeks. And while some people are extremely upset about this, there is the handful of people that are actually looking forward to trading. But prior to yesterday, we really had no information, at least publicly, that explained what we could be expecting for the trading. If you guys remember, a couple of weeks back, I actually made my own prediction saying that I pictured trading to be very similar to how it was on Pet Simulator X. And by that, I was referring to obviously being able to do the traditional trading, as well as trading plazas, booths, and all of that crazy stuff that they have over there. And actually, before I go ahead and show you the entire UI for the trading, which is subject to change by the release on Friday, because yes, it has been confirmed April 21st will be the release for trading, but someone basically went ahead and asked David if it was going to be like a global thing, which honestly, in my head when I read this, the question didn't really make sense because trading is never really a global thing unless it's obviously the global market. But either way, David went ahead and said only in your server. It's not coming this Friday, but we will soon have a big plaza trading just like how PSX has. So again, I pretty much predicted this and I knew it was going to happen. The entire trading system as a whole is going to be extremely similar to Pet Simulator X, which, I mean, in my opinion, I think it's a good thing. People are familiar with it, and overall, it's a really good working system. If you take a look here on the screen, this is kind of like the mock-up little trading that they showed. This was tweeted out by David, which is the lead developer on the team. But if you notice, your inventory is on the left-hand side. It kind of shows everything that you own stacked up, and then I'm assuming you would hit the plus button where it then individually adds the item into the trade box. So while it stacks over on the inventory side, it doesn't stack in the actual trading menu. Up top, you have the search feature, and then you have individual tabs for furniture, appliances, and decor. On the trading side, and actually on the inventory side, now that I'm looking at it, there's something really interesting going on, which is that star on the top right-hand side. I'm not sure if there's supposedly some type of favorite feature, or if maybe only tradable items are going to have the star. Not entirely sure how that whole entire star thing kind of falls into the mix, but yeah, overall, the trading UI is pretty basic. There is also the individual chat bubble in the middle, just like how Pet Simulator has, where you can have a one-on-one chat with the person that you're trading with. Also, let's ignore the fact that Lucas is absolutely scamming David in this picture. I mean, a wooden counter and a cheap table for a whole royal set and a luxury stove. I mean, massive W for Lucas. Now, while there is a lot of kind of questions that still haven't been answered as far as trading goes, like for instance, how is it going to be beneficial to endgame players, considering the fact that based off of the image that we just saw, you will not be able to trade in-game currency, which means that how exactly is lower end players going to be able to purchase royal items from a lot of the end game players? Personally, I won't be trading my royal chairs for I don't know, like 100,000 cheap chairs. Not something that I'm interested in doing, so I don't exactly know how that's all gonna work out, but I'm sure the development team is already kind of thinking of something. Aside from that, there's also the big question of items like the ones that I'm showing you right now. You have the VIP well, you also have the regular wishing well, which I actually don't even know where it is in my inventory. You have the haunted well. Oh, never mind. I take that back. I found it. Here it is. And actually, even the winter bell is a good example of what I'm about to ask, because every single one of these items sort of have a cooldown. When you use it, it'll give you a reward, or in this case, a boost, and then you will have to wait 5 hours in order to use the wishing well. And the haunted wells over here, these are actually 24-hour cooldowns. So a user over on Twitter had a question about this, basically saying, what is going to stop people from trading these items from different alts and just using it over and over and over again, well, to pretty much become OP? David kind of answered this and said, this is a good point. Likely what will happen is if you are traded an item that has a timer after use, the timer will start on trade. That doesn't make sense to you? It's actually pretty straightforward. If I was to go ahead and trade you one of my haunted wells, the moment that it is added into your inventory, it will automatically trigger the 24-hour cooldown. cooldown, so you won't be able to use it until the next day. Kind of a smart feature. At the same time, I know it's probably going to trigger a lot of people because some of them are going to want to buy it to use it in the moment, but I feel like it's really smart to do this for the sake of it not becoming super OP. Now, again, like I mentioned before, that entire UI that I showed you guys is subject to change. We could see something completely different and maybe even a lot more polished when the update does drop on Friday, but it definitely gives us a general idea on what they have envisioned for it. I guess right now, the thing is are we going to only see trading in the update this Friday? Because if so, that's going to be a little bit heartbreaking. I mean, I know the absolute biggest team isn't working on my restaurant right now. To my knowledge, I believe it is just David, Lucas, Tony, as well as Jamie working on the models, and that is pretty much everybody. So I mean, a part of me kind of hopes that they add trading for maybe like the early to mid game players, and then at least one, maybe even two items for end game players. I know it's asking for a lot, but I kind of just have fingers crossed that that is the case, because unfortunately, I don't think trading is going to be useful for end game players until maybe the second phase of the trading update, and by that I am referring to the entire trading plaza, as well as maybe whatever other kind of little things they want to include. We did get that upload on the entire hero, so maybe the next update will include some type of a hero customer and hero furniture. Obviously, if we're going to be getting any leaks, it'll probably be either later on tonight or tomorrow. So if you want to keep up with those, join my Discord. Link will be at the very top of the comments. I constantly post up leaks into the My Restaurant chat inside of my server the moment that they get uploaded. So be on the lookout for that. I really just wanted to go ahead and share this information on trading with you guys because it's really all we've gotten so far. I'm interested to see how this all goes, and I'm also interested to hear from you guys, see what you think. I think that's going to go ahead and end off the video right here. Like always, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We'll be live this Friday to check out the update. That's going to do it for this video. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.